Hi, Lance. This is your girl, Sandra, Cynthia Brown, aka Simply Love. And we just got done talking. As a matter of fact, as I was making your video, you just called me. You've been on my mind for a few days, and um, I've been led to do a personal private reading just for you and you only. The guides has been just whispering in my ear that they have so much to say to you. I'm already feeling all the positive things that's going to come out of this reading. And I also just want to demonstrate to you how I am. I'm a spiritual reader. I'm not a tarot reader or anything like that. The cards I use is just a metaphor. People like to look at cards and things like that, but I don't go by the book. When I get cards, I don't read the books. There's no reason to, because I'm being led and guided by the spirit. So I'm a spiritual reader, and I get the messages from the Most High God, our Creator, who created us, and I meditate and I ask for Him to deliver the messages that He has to have for any individual that I'm talking to, especially if it's one-on-one reading. So I've been in meditation, and I have gotten the messages that needs to be given to you, Lance, and I really hope you enjoy this. It was on my heart for a couple of days to do this, and I'm doing it because I appreciate you so much for allowing me to even be on your show to talk, and the way you allow others to come in and express themselves in a very diplomatic way. You keep everything very diplomatic. I am getting a sense of you being evolved a lot higher than what you are now. I'm getting a feeling that you feel um like it's going to stay the same all the time. This is what I'm getting now from the guides that I'm hearing, that you feel like things are going to stay the same, but they're not. Here, coming soon, here from now till next year, things are going to really blow up for you in this area. And it's going to be your own stamp, your own name brand. Nobody's going to be able to take anything from you. It's going to be all yours. Everything's going to be all yours. Everything's going to blow up starting from now until 2016 on in. This is going to be really big, is what the guides are telling me for you, Lance. And I'm not just saying these things to you. I say the truth, and God don't lie. That's what I tell each and every one of my customers that I talk to. God don't lie. I had too many people that with confirmations that called me back after the readings and said everything that was said was had come to pass. So it doesn't surprise me at all, because I'm just being used. I'm a messenger. I'm glad I'm a messenger, and I'm glad I'm able to help people out. These people need help nowadays. People need spiritual help. It has nothing to do with the flesh. It has nothing to do with the materialistic world. It's all about what's inside of us. And a lot of things come from childhood trauma. There's just so many things out there. It just depends on the person that's calling in and talking to, and what problems they have. I also want to promote and ask a lot more men to call in and really get readings, because it's not as bad as what you think it may be. It depends on what reader you're talking to. Um, Men has problems just like women do, but it seems like they're afraid to talk about it, or they're afraid to let it go, or maybe it's pride. you know Men out there, if you hear me right now, if you're having some problems, if there's some difficulties, don't turn to drinking, drugging, or things of that nature to try to get it off your mind, because it's not going to go away. You have to face it. You have to face yourself, and you have to face your demons within inside yourself in order to get on the right path. So don't men, please, more. I need more men calling in and having conversations about your life, where it can be, what the Most High God messages has for you, because when He delivers His messages, it's all good. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's all good, and it's all up to you. I'm not here, and He's not here to tell you what to do, but He does have a path for you to go down, or else you wouldn't be here. And I can deliver that message to you from Him, through his angels that he send around us each and every day. Like I said, I'm totally spiritual. I had nothing to do with anything else, no voodoo, no witchcraft, no nothing like that. I'm just me, and I'm doing it in the way he wants me to do it, with my own personality within it. But as I said, that was just flowing. I had to let that out there. But this is just for you, Lance. I'm so sorry to get sidetracked like that. This is personally for you. So I'm going to get on started with the reading on how I do. I already meditated earlier, and I prayed for the angels that surround you and your surrounding area of your life to come on in and give me the messages, either through the cards with my third eye, which is the spiritual eye. Like I said, I take these cards. I don't read the books at all. There be no reason for me to do this if I have to get these and read books about it and tell you what the book says. I have to go by what the messenger says to me or shows me through these cards. It's spiritual. That's what it is. It's spiritual. It's not of the flesh. It's all spirit. So what I pull for you, the first card I pull for you, Lance, is that some type of forgiveness. I don't know if it's some type of forgiveness of yourself or that you've given already. You may have given forgiveness through what you're doing right now. I don't know. They're just telling me something about in your life there's some forgiveness that has taken place, or there's some forgiveness that's going to take in place. Or Lance, it could be that you're in a state of forgiveness of the world, so you give of yourself and let others give of their self, through your shows, through what you do, maybe throughout your job, maybe throughout your family members. There could be some forgiveness that's needed or has been done already in your family. So the angels are saying, and this is just right here is just the beginning of, and it has some importance in your reading as we go forward. There's something about some type of forgiveness, or somebody needs to forgive you, or you may need to forgive someone, or there was some forgiveness done, that something may have occurred in your life. And the forgiveness card, the angels are saying there needs to be some forgiveness. There was some forgiveness. It could have been something through the job. It could have been something in the home matter. It just depends. Only you know. You and the Most High know what this means. I'm just the messenger, okay? But it has something to do with forgiveness, and you're the one that knows about that. And I always pull two of these angel cards, and the second one is showing that support. And when I'm looking at this, Lance, what my angels are showing me is that you're going to have a lot of support in what you do as things move on forward. You're going to have a lot of support from your guiding angels, from your Creator. They're all looking down on you, and what I see, you can look at this one more time and show it to you. I hope you can see it. Look at all those angels that's surrounding you, and they're putting the world in your hands, Lance. They're putting the world in your hands. It's like, to me, with this support card, that you're looking down and you're supporting the world with your gifts, with your natural gifts and talents that God has given you. You have totally taken off here, Lance. And I, like I said, when I first started talking, I have a feeling that you feel like things may just string along or stay the same, but it's not. It's going to take off from here going forward, moving forward. This thing is going to take off here, because you're going to have all the support from your angel guides, and the Most High God who sends the angels. They're all supporting you. Look at those angels just around, and you're in this. This is part of you and your support system. So stay spiritual, stay connected to the Most High God and His angels. Ask them for what they want from you, what they need from you to do, because you're on your path, you're on your way, and it's going to turn out something very, very big, because these angels are showing you the world. You're going to be connected to the people all over the world. And they're going to be very prominent people too. They're going to be of importance. And this may even take you to, I'm feeling TV, television. I'm feeling this turning into some kind of television. Like I said, you're not going to be the type that's going to, sign contract. Is it going to be your way or no way? You're going because you want to remain humble. You want to remain doing it your way, and it seems like you're going to have the support in order to do that. You're going to be a worldwide speaker. Worldwide. This is big right here. You're going to have the support you need. You're not even going to have to ask for it. It's going to be given to you. Just keep on doing what you're doing, and all of a sudden you're going to be speaking to people worldwide, and here your guides right here, your angel guides are supporting you. They're going to make sure all this happens for you. They're going to protect you throughout the whole thing, because you're going to need protection when you do this type of work, and that's telling the truth, and that's being in spirit, and that's being in love with people. Anybody you come in contact with, you are loved, Lance. That's why all these angel guys are surrounding you. They're going to support you, and you're going to be a worldwide speaker. And I'm talking about not what you're doing now. It's going to be bigger and better. It's going to be, they keep telling me television. They keep telling me television, Lance. I'm telling you the truth. That's what I keep hearing. Television. At your own terms. You're going to be very, very happy with the outcome of that, Lance. And like I said, I'm shuffling cards online right now, and I'm going to put it down here so you can see. So you won't, so anybody won't think that I'm just, making this stuff up, and just I'm going to go with the flow. Good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter. Whatever the messages are the Most High had to tell me, I'm going to tell you through my third eye and what I see. Okay, so bear with me, Lance, while I shuffle this. Those two, oh, this one just popped out. Those two there were just something that's telling you this that's going to take place. Definitely throughout your reading, pay attention, because they're going to get in details about this. But what I'm really seeing here, with the forgiveness, there's going to be some type of forgiveness in you only know that. The angels aren't telling me what about it, but they're saying that you already know what this forgiveness means. They're telling me they're going to be supporting you in whatever in your endeavors in life, because what you're doing, I think, and they're also, have to bring this back up, that they're going to, that you may not have to work 2 jobs here soon. Whatever you're doing right now is what you love to do. It's your passion. It is your calling, and it's going to be worldwide. And you're going to be supported and protected by your guiding angels and the Most High God, because you're doing what He wants you to do. You're doing His purpose. You're filling in that puzzle that you're a part of. So He's going to support you throughout the whole thing. And it's going to be worldwide. It's going to be your own show. It's going to be television. And I'm also getting your wife being involved in this also. She may have her own television cook show. If you can get her to do it. You said how shy she is. But I see you bringing her into the picture, also doing her thing. It's all, I can see it, Lance. It's all ready. You're already setting it up for the big thing, for your calling. It's already set up. It's set up. All you're doing right now is basically in training. You're in spiritual training right now to get ready for something bigger and better. And like I said, I'm turning the camera on the card so you can see. You're looking out in desire. This is what you desire. This is what you want. This is your calling. And you're going to get it, Lance. This is your call, and you're reaching out in desire. You're reaching out to other people in the world. You're calling out. You're reaching out to the world saying, come on, say what you want to say. I'm here for you. I'm supporting you. Long as everything stays diplomatic, and everybody remain humble, and you're going to make sure that that everything goes professional, very professionally. You're calling out, and people's going to be coming. You're desiring this. This is a big desire. This is a dream. This is where you belong, and that desire is going to come to you, Lance. The next thing I'm seeing is that you, once this start taking out, I don't know, I'm getting a feeling that, you don't want any kind of strife, no fussing, no fighting. Sometimes, there could be shows that may come where there's two, where there's men that are very egotistic, and they don't operate through the physical. Through the spirit. They operate through the physical, and they're very challenging to one another. That part you don't like, and that part you will have straightened out after a while. The men, some of the men that may appear on the show may come off, they're all on some type, not all of them, but most of them are on some kind of ego trip. That's why I say, more men need to call in and get readings, because they have some deep rooted problems going on. And when they get on a type of show as yours, you can see it and you can feel it, the animosity or something, maybe from their childhood, something personal going on, and like I said, it's all involved in ego. You're going to be breaking these people's egos down, through, in a, like I said, all this is going to be very diplomatic. You know how to handle these type of situations. You know how to get them under control. When, on your show, when people come on like this, you're inviting these people in, but you want them to be very diplomatic. You want everybody to have a chance to talk, but you don't want the ego to take over, because that's what starts fusses and fights, and things can get out of hand. And this is what you don't want. And you'll be able to fix this type of situation when it comes to a lot of men, or, like I said, ego tripping. They're still dabbing into the flesh instead of looking at the spirit. And you're going to have this under control. You're going to have this a lot sometime, but you're going to get it under control in a very, very dignified way, very diplomatic way. You're going to let these people know, hey, this is my show. I love you all very much, but we cannot have fussing and fighting, talking over one another. You're going to show people how to act. You're going to teach people how to act in a diplomatic way, and in a loving, kind, spiritual way, that we can all get along, and it's going to make a difference. It's going to make a difference in the world. You're gonna have a big impact in the world, Lance. I see travel for you coming up. Traveling, a lot of movement. There's going to be a lot of movement here. It looks like you're maybe leaving a city area, going out into a country area or a route area where there's more trees and flowers and birds and bees, sort of, like the wooded area or something. But I do see a trip or a journey or something that's coming along that you may plan, and you need it, Lance. You need to take a little time for yourself and your family to get away for a while. And I do see that coming up. You going on some type of, they're saying, a vacation or some kind of trip that you're going to need. And you're going to bust out with that camera when you get there. You're going to try your hardest not to just for it to be a vacation where your work is not involved in this. But I think you're going to bust out with that camera, and you're going to show maybe where you are and what you're doing, and spiritually how you're feeling, where you're at, which is okay. That's just you. You're very adventurous. You're very free-hearted. You like to go different places. You like to do different things. You're in love with the world, Lance. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting spiritually. I'm hearing that you're in love with the world and the people in it, and that you're always on the move, always on the go, always doing something constantly. And it's your vibrations. Your vibration is so high. You're so spiritually connected that your vibration is high, and it's going to take you, it's taking you places. It's going to take you uh, uh it's going to keep you constantly on the move day and night. It's almost, it's not almost, you are operating in the spirit. You're not operating in the flesh. When you operate in the spirit, you can get up and go like this. It gives you all the energy. You don't even need much food, because when you do become a spiritual person, you're not going to need food. You're not going to rely on air. You're not going to rely on cars or anything like that. You're just going to rely on your spirit to do whatever it is that you want to do, and you're getting there really, really fast. Always on the move, always talking to people, always meeting people. This is your love, like I said here. This is your desire. This is your dream. And I'm going back again to this. You're going, it's, the world is yours. The angels and Most High God going to make sure. This is a television show that I see coming up. I'm saying that for the third time. Okay, one more of these I'm going to show you. Oh, a very good marriage here. The guides are telling me that you two, whoever you're with, your wife, this is a very good union. It's a good union. You two understand one another. You two um, uh, know where you're going and what you want to do. Your wife has your back, you have your wife's back. This is a sacred union right here. This is sacred, which you rarely find in the world today. I know you've been through a lot in your lifetime, and she's been through a lot in her lifetime, but you two were spiritually connected together. It is who you were supposed to be with all the while. And thank God, thank the angels that, they brought you two together, because you both are going to take off. You both are going places. You can do whatever you want. You're together, but you're still individual people doing your individual thing, and understanding that and getting along with that, and in agreement as you did in your marriage. This is real. This is nothing fake here. When it comes to your marriage to your wife, it's nothing fake. That's all real. That's a spiritual connection there. Okay, now we're going to move on. And I'm just going to give a little bit more in depth. It's probably going to, tell you more about what's to come. It may show you some things that you may have to overcome, that you can duck and dodge, um, as you go on to your successful business here. This television show, the Lance Scurv television show, actually on TV, and I believe what I'm getting is that you're going to be independent. It's going to be independent. You're not going to sign no contracts with no Hollywood type thing. This is, ooh, a bunch of these fell out, and I'm going to have to read all of them, because they're trying to, spirit is really trying to tell you something, Lance. That's great. How they just flew them all out like that. You seen it for yourself. Like I said, took the camera off of me. I don't need it to be on me. The most important things is what the messenger has to say in these cards here. And it's beautiful. I don't see any negative things in, as so far as we're going. I'm seeing a beautiful woman who is very creative, gardening or something like that. I'm picking up when I look at this. I see gardening. Um, uh, I see like contentment, happiness in their surroundings. This is a woman. Um, Money being made, being produced, maybe slowly but surely, but there's savings here. I'm looking at savings, producing, um, and success. I mean, and just they're just taking their time with it, and see the birds and everything around. Whoever this is, I believe this is maybe could be your wife or a child or something. Maybe you have children or something like that, but they're very content, very happy in their home situation. They're happy in what they're doing for as growth. There's money being made here. It seems like at ease also. They're easily doing this. It's like a natural calling. And if it just in case, like I said, I'm not an astrologer or anything, but this represents some type of earth sign who is very down to earth and grounded. Earth people are very quiet and very humble people. That's Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn if you were interested in knowing this is who this could be, or they could have the characteristics of that person. They think a lot. They're in their head a lot. They're not all emotional and out of control. They really are very controlled people, very grounded, because of their earth sign, of them being of earth, and they like earthly things. Like even when it comes to foods, they like to maybe um plant or grow their own foods, things like that, because they're outside. They're outside, they're in within the nature, things like that. So that's telling me this person is a grounded person. Whoever this is around you is very, very happy, very content, very loving, very kind. They are shy. I remember saying that before on one of your shows, and this is a card of shyness, of a person who is, very shy. They like to stay in the background. They don't like, the cameras all in front of their faces. They just do things with ease, and they like to be in the background. And they're very supportive people also. Whoever this is if it's not an earth sign, it's someone around you with those characteristics. Very beautiful woman. This woman is her personality is very beautiful. Oh gosh, and the next one we come up with is the Sun card. And like I said, I'm not an astrologer, but I do know this card is major. It's a major situation. Whatever happens is major, and the majorness of this meaning that the sun is shining on you. Big things are going to be happening, as I said before I even pulled these cards. You know that. I said it before I pulled the cards. Major things are getting ready to happen in your life, because this is the sun. The sun is the ultimate thing. We are the sun. We are the children of the sun. And this means in any way, shape, or form, big things are going to happen. And when it's major arcana, which means it's a big card, which outweighs anything that we read in the deck, this is going to be the main thing that takes over your life, is the sun. The sun is going to come out, and it's going to give you everything and anything that you ever want. It kind of reminds me even of this support card. See where they're holding, the angels are with you, and they're holding the world in their hands, and they're supporting you. They're around you. There's something here with that kind of reminds me of this. Is they're almost the same. You're going to get the support you need. You're going to be worldwide noticed. Television. um Big things happening here, Lance, with you in your life. The sun is major. This is going to be major events happening in your life coming from here on into 2016, going forward. You're going to see things growing and growing drastic. So get ready for it. This, what you're doing now, is all like I said, it's like a lesson. You're just getting you're just practicing for this big thing that's coming up here. This you having your own radio station or television station, something of that nature, that's going to grow and be very, very big and very, very successful with money there. And The wife, I believe that's who that they're telling me, is very supportive. She's going to be in the background though. She's not going to be wanting to be on TV and all this, but she's going to be a helper to you in the background and very supportive, and also doing her own thing. You're both together as one, but you're both going to be doing your own thing. This card here, what I'm looking, when I see this, spiritually speaking, from what I'm hearing from the guides, is that here are some people down here below who always, like, it kind of reminds me of what we talked about before with this egos. You're going to run into a lot of people with that men especially, and I'm not down on men or anything like that. It's not like that. It's just that it's going to be a lot of clashing with personalities, with these type of men that want to, like, always want to be right about whatever it is that they're trying to project. And you're going to actually be here to straighten this out again. This is just confirmation that this is going to be taking place sometime on your shows. You're going to run into people that you have to straighten out and have them to be more, talk to each other diplomatically, because they're going to just be running over top of each other, talking on top of each other. One knows more than the other. Ego tripping. There's going to be a lot of ego tripping that you're going to have to straighten out in this situation. This is what part of the practice of your big thing that's going to happen, and you're going to be, and once this big thing happens, you already done practiced enough that you're going to identify with these type of people that come in that wants to holler at each other instead of talk to each other. You're going to educate them on how to talk to one another in a diplomatic way, instead of hollering and screaming like, I'm better, I know more than what you know more than what I know. It's almost like they're just talking, and nobody's agreeing with one another, because one, it's an ego trip. It's some type of ego trip. You're going to have a few of those type of people that come on your show, but you're going to be here putting that under control. You're going to, this is, like I said, you're at your practice stage now. And when you get to this big thing, this big thing that's coming your way, along, verifying that with the sun, because it's definitely coming, big things in your life. All you're going to have good, right now, like I said, it's just practice, practice, practice. You're going to be able to have all this under control when you become really, really big. You'll know what to do. You'll already see it before it comes, and you're not going to tolerate it. You're going to let these people talk, and you're still going to have these people in, coming, but some you may even have to weed out completely. I see some, I'm feeling this very much, that some you just going to just have to weed out, because they're just not going to pick it up. They're not in growth. They're going to need to have some kind of spiritual growth, a lot of them. And you're going to be the one that tell them that. You're going to bring that to their attention, on how to speak, on how to act. And you're not, they're not right about everything. They have to just discuss things in a nice, dignified way, without the fussing and the fighting going on. That's what I'm picking up when I see this. And like I said, this is all right now. What's going on is just practice, because this is going to get big, Lance. The next thing I'm looking at is that uh when I see this, sometimes you may feel, because of so many personalities, that you're going to be dealing with, you're going to feel like you're going to sometimes feel like you may be putting yourself in a prison, like a self-made prison. It's like you may feel overwhelmed sometimes. This is just sometimes. This is not a bad card, because you can take the blinders off and you can walk away from this situation that's going on around you when it comes to your work. And I think this has something, I don't think it has anything to do with your radio show. This is something at work. This is something at work that I believe you're dissatisfied in, but you're doing it anyway. But I believe with the Sun card, which is a major arcana card, is going to take you away from this situation right here. And and this is going to be your baby. This is going to be your breadwinner. This is all you're going to have to do. And I think you're going to put this aside because you're really, really not too content, is what the spirits are telling me in this. I know you meet certain people and all that kind of stuff like that, but your baby is what you're doing now. The Lance Scurv show. And that's what's going to be big. That's what's going to be giant. That's going to become something. And I think you're going to put this aside for that. You're going to sacrifice. This is just like a card of sacrifice, like in making a choice of which way you want to go here. You're going to have to, there's a choice that's going to have to be made. And you're going to have to take the blindfolders off and get yourself out of this prison, or feeling like you're in prison, or dedicated to this job, because you don't have to be, because the sun's here for you. They're going to make whatever you're doing, your talk show is going to be the big thing here. Your talk show, that's what's going to be the big thing. That's where you're headed. That's your future. That's your purpose in life. The world, the people in the world, helping the people in the world. And your support is going to be your spirituality, the love you have for people, the love you have for yourself, the love you have for your family. You're going to have total support in this. But when this comes up, it's showing that you're going to be having to make a choice, whether you stay where you're at and what you're doing, or just moving forward with your baby, which is what you're doing right now. And then I see here, which is the Queen of Cups, is a person who is very emotional. They can get emotional. Um, uh, they they're emotional, but they have, again, very supportive. A very supportive person is like, they're not going to go nowhere. They're going to stay exactly where they are, where they're at. They're happy where they're at. There may be some doubt sometimes that you may take time away from them sometimes. In their mind is what they're thinking here, because it's emotional. But you don't make them feel lonely. They know that you're what your baby is, and they want you to pursue your baby, and that they're okay with that. They're not going nowhere. They're sitting there like a princess. You treat her like a princess. I still believe this is your wife we're talking about here. You treat her like a princess when you have that time to do that. But then she knows your baby. She know what you love. She know what you love to do. And she's a great, great supporter. She's going to be there. She's going to be there. She's going nowhere. She's going to be a great support system for you. So you keep this lovely lady, because she's meant for you, Lance. She's meant for you. And she's going to be there. She's not going anywhere. Okay? So, where are we going next? We're going to we're going to talk about a little bit about, maybe your health here. This is healing oracle cards here. So, it's going to talk to me a little bit about your health. Excuse me for a minute while I shuffle. And listen to what the angels have to say as I pull these cards. Like I said, it's mostly talking about your health and wealth and well-being. They're going to give you some insight on that. So just give me a few minutes, please. So this one wants to pop out, as you can see. When they do that, the guides are, actually doing that. They're popping them out so they can give you the messages that they want you to hear. And this one's coming out too. So I got 2 of those. And let's see what it has to say for you, Lance. The first one is saying let's say, easy does it. And that sounds like you. That sounds like you, that saying easy does it, Lance. Take it, take it easy as you go along this journey. That sounds like you. Just kind of like easy does it. Hold on to the reins here, because you could take off. You could take off and go sometime with all that energy that you have. So they saying easy does it. That's you, Lance. Just easy does it, because you can go. You can go like a train right on down the tracks. Just keep on moving. So that sounds about right. They want you to say easy does it sometimes, and maybe that's where this vacation is going to come in for you. You might, kind of want, just need a little break here and there with, like I said, certain people that you're going to be dealing with, that you have to kind of straighten out in a, diplomatic way here. They want you to kind of like just, easy does it. That's you, Lance. You gotta gotta do it easy. Take it easy. Take some time out for yourself too, because your baby's not going nowhere, that's for sure. Your baby's not going anywhere. So easy does it. Okay, and the next one is saying, let's see here. To get this, I can't hardly see. Um, call upon your angels, Raphael, for help. This is mean if you need any type of help, which reminds me still of this support card as we go back to the beginning. They want you to call on your angels for any help that you need, any guidance that you need. And that's just your spirit. You know about meditation, you know about all that kind of stuff. That's all they're saying here is any type of help that you need, or something, problems you run into. They want you to depend on your angels. And this is Angel Raphael here. But depend on your angel guides. Go within inside yourself. Always, look at it spiritually, in a spirituality type of way, and everything will be just fine with you. But this one just cracks me up, because that's you. Easy does it. They saying put on the brakes just a little bit, because you are going at full speed ahead, which is nothing wrong with that. But you do want to take some time out here in the near future to get ready for this takeoff of this self-made business of yours. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you next, I'm going to give you your life purpose. I'm going to read you what the guides say for your life purpose. And I already can, this is just going to be basically confirmation of what you were already told anyway. It's just going to give confirmation. And this comes up, that just fell right on out, which makes sense. And let me get one more. And this can pertain to you. Is basically, the angels are, focusing on you, but you do have other people around you that are very important, that you love and care about, so they could pop up in the picture too also. But it's mainly about you, Lance Scurvin, the Lance Scurvin Show. This one wants to pop out. It's just standing out there. Like I said, this is the Oracle life purpose. Okay, your life purpose cards. Okay, this will make sense to me. about the teaching because of the work that this is your baby. This still has to do with your baby. This is what you're working on now. This thing that you're staying up all night doing, interviewing people, talking to people, teaching people. This makes a lot of sense. You're going to, through your journey here is teaching. It's going to be teaching people. You see, you're the teacher here, and here's your audience around you. Almost like the Oprah Winfrey show, something like that. It's gonna be somewhere around in that nature, but it's gonna be a bit more spiritual than anything. Your life purpose calls you to be a spiritual teacher, and that's what you're doing. You're doing that right now. So that's your purpose. This is confirmation already, as we read through the other cards. Still, this is your purpose. So when you get to this, let's go back here, in this state where you feel trapped and don't know what to do, don't know what decision to make, your angels are telling you to go with the part with the teaching, because that's where you're going to excel at. That's where you're going to make a difference in life. That's going to be your footprint that you leave behind when your physical body goes. It's going to be through the teaching of what you do on your show. What you're basically doing is teaching people. That's what you're doing. You're educating people. You're helping people. And you're going to have people that's going to be, they're listening to what you have to say, because it's your life purpose. That's your calling, Lance. And the next one is saying, uh, uh, a special part of your life is, crystals. It has something to do with crystals. You might want to incorporate crystals in your meditation, in your daily life. Crystals, it may have something to do with a certain color, say purple, something like that. You want to have purple around you a lot, or something purplish in a crystal form that's going to strengthen you. It's going to help strengthen you in your work career, your teaching. The crystals here. Yeah, like crystal gemstones. See if you can go out and get like a crystal gemstone in a purplish color, and just have it around. For some reason, the angels want you to do that, because it's going to keep you strengthened. It's going to keep evaluate up, building you up stronger and stronger and stronger as time goes by. So your life purpose here, to continue on with this, that's going to be really, really big. It's going to turn out really big. Keep something, go to a store and get like some kind of rock crystal that you can maybe keep in your pocket. You might even can make a necklace out of it, or just keep it around somewhere. The angels are going to be helping you coordinate everything through your crystals, through this purple crystal, or something purple is what they're telling me. Something purple needs to be around you. It's going to give off a real big high energy, uh, a very high energy. So get something, maybe incorporate it in your logo, a purplish color type thing going on, some type of purplish thing that's going to bring this angel in, that's going to strengthen your business, this business that you're going to need that strength there to carry on, because it's going to be really, really big. It's going to be really big, Lance. I'm telling you. So, like I said, keep some kind of purplish. It could be purple curtains. It could be, maybe you want your logo, maybe your letters to be purple, some kind of purple, or either crystal, maybe a little small crystal somewhere around in your work area, so it can stay of high frequency. This high frequency you're going to need. You're going to need that purple color type crystal, or anything purple in your work area, so this can keep on, and the angel there is going to relate to that and keep your spirits high, keep the spirits high, because of certain people that you're going to be having on the show. It's going to keep everything smooth and operating the way it should. Now, what do I have for you next? Oh, we're going to do the Ascendant Oracle cards. We're going to see what they have to say for you on this. Is mainly has something to do with what's wrong with this? To do with to help you in your meditation or whatever they call for, is what this is going to do. So just bear with me while I shuffle for a moment. A lot of this stuff is going to make more sense to you than it is to me, because like I said, I'm just the messenger delivering the messages. A lot of it is just going to make sense to you, and because it's just for you. The messages are for you, not for me. I'm just the messenger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wand them out, and I'm going to feel what I feel like I should pick out of here, which is this one. This one's popped out. I'm feeling this one. And this one right here. Okay. Now let's see what they say. Oh, I'm so old. Lance, I tell you, I'm a 60s baby. I'm so old, and now my bones are cracking and everything. So, okay. The first card says for you that you're going to be doing a lot of listening to people. There's a lot of people that's going to be listening to what you have to say, and you're going to be doing a lot of listening. That comes up first. So there's going to be a lot of listening, and a lot of people are going to be listening to you as well as you listen to them. Okay. The next one is saying nurture yourself too. Don't forget about yourself throughout your journey, Lance. Nurture yourself too. Take care of yourself too. And make sure you put yourself first. Always put yourself first. And nourish and nature yourself as well as you do others. Okay. And the next one is saying they want you to be the green man. Get out there in nature. You like to get out in nature, I believe, is what I'm hearing. You like the outdoors. You like to be around water and nature, the flowers, the trees. They're saying be the tree man. Get out and be a tree man, and that goes along with this here card that's saying nurture yourself. So nurturing yourself is being the green man, getting out in nature, taking nature walks, taking nature trail walks, listening to the birds, the trees, the waters. It's going to actually enhance your business also, because nature, when you're out in nature, nature talks to you, because that's who we are. We're of nature. And you're going to get a lot of ideas popping up in your head. All of it. I mean, a bunch. Take a book with you too when you go to these nature trails or get out in nature. Take a book and a pen, because you're going to be getting a lot of information and a lot of ideas about your show by just going out in nature. So take or record it, whatever you have to do, pen and write it down, record it, anything like that, because the green man is going to be giving you a lot of information when you get out there. I mean, a whole lot. You're going to come up with a whole bunch of ideas, and it's going to help your business grow. And they want you to go now. They want you to do it now. Starting now, they want this process to take place, because, like I said, As I said earlier, before I even pulled any of these cards, I was talking just general, going with the flow with the spirit guides, and they were saying, you know, I was telling you this is going to take off. It's going to take off fast. So that's why they want you to go now, to get out in nature and record whatever you have to do, record or write it down or whatever, because they're going to give you a lot of bright ideas, very individual. I'm sorry, they're going to be very different from the rest. It's going to stand out from the rest. So take a recorder or pen and paper and write this stuff down when you're out in nature and nourish yourself. Okay? And you're going to be listening to a lot of people. A lot of people are going to be listening to you worldwide again. It still brings me back to where we started from the beginning with this, with the support. They kind of go hand in hand with the listening, because of people. A lot of people you're going to be listening to. A lot of people are going to be listening to you. A lot of talking. And they want you to pursue whatever you're going to pursue. They want you to go now. Now's the time. There's no more waiting around. There's no more feeling, putting yourself in you know, like you're trapped into this other employment, because they want you to have your own self-made business that you're not going to have to work at doing this particular thing anymore. Your baby that you're working on right now, that's going to be the big thing here, and you're not going to no longer need to do this. So there's going to be more time on your hands. There's going to be more time for you to do what you need to do, with your business that you're doing now online. It's going to grow. It's going to grow. It's definitely going to grow. It's definitely going to be a powerful thing for the world, and I commend you for that. I love that. I think that's really great. You're going to make a difference in a lot of people's lives. I'm also being told someone on the other side. There's somebody who passed, physically, spiritually, they're still here. Somebody passed, and they're looking over you greatly. They are giving, there's one that wants to pop out. These are answer cards. If you have anything that's going on in your mind that you're thinking about, these angel, I use all angel cards because that's what I believe. I believe in angels. I believe they're a gift from God. They're part of our gift, and they are there to help us and guide us through our life and our life purpose. I'm getting a feeling of someone who passed over, that very significant to you, that meant a lot to you. They're with you. They want me to tell you that they're with you each and every day. They watch over you. They're going to be giving you information as you go out in nature, and they're going to support you. They're part of the angels that's surrounding you. They're the ones that's, you know, getting these angels together to support you in this business that's getting ready to take off for you. They're going to help you to make a decision, and not feel trapped, and not feel like, you know, putting the blinders on. You're going to be able to take the blinders off, and you're going to walk right through those swords. You're going to come out your own head, and you're going to know what you need to do. You're not going to be in this self prison type situation to where you don't know what decision to make. You're going to break through that with the support of the angels and whoever this person is that's watching over you heavily, on the other side, on the spiritual side. They're working in your favor. They see the work that you're doing, and they're going to help you excel and become big. Big, Lance, big. Here's another one that fell out. We're going to see what that says, and then I'll get two more. And there's one, and there's two more right there. They were side by side that wanted to come out. We'll see what they say. Okay, the first one says recovery. So I believe this is all confirmation here. Whatever the question is you had in your mind, this is the answer to it, is recovery. There's going to need to be some type of recovery. Only you and your angel guides or, knows what this means. I'm just here delivering the messages for you. So whatever question you have had in your mind or been thinking about or whatever it may be, the answer is going to be recovery. Whatever you had been thinking about on your mind, and this is, for the past maybe 6 months, is this, they're going to answer these questions for you, and they're saying it's all going to be up to you. Whatever the question is that you had in your mind, it may have something to do with this decision, that card that I keep bringing you up, like you're in a state where you have to make up of your mind, but you're not fully knowing if you're ready or not. So they're saying it's all up to you. When you're ready, they're going to be right there for you, supporting you. When you're ready to let go of something, or to, and grow your baby the way you want your baby to be grown, your purpose, your calling. The next one says, and listen to your intuition. It all makes sense. It's all adding up. Listen to your intuition. Follow your guides. Follow what you feel inside. Follow your heart. Follow your purpose. Go with your instinct. Go with that first gut instinct. You're going to know what to do so you can get out of this self-made prison that you putting yourself in, that you don't want to make a decision on yet. And I'm gonna tell you whatever the next question that you were asking or thinking is going to happen within the next few weeks. As I said earlier, I said this thing is going to take off, and it's going to take off fast. So keep doing what you're doing. Listen to your instincts. They are your guides. The first thing that comes to your mind is going to help you make up your mind exactly what you want to do, because it's all up to you, is what they're saying. This decision is going to be all up to you, and the decision you make is going to work no matter which way you go. It's all part of the recovery. You're going, it's just going to just be part of the recovery of what your decision is that you're going to make. Okay. And see if I had anything else. I think that's all that I'm feeling right now. I went through quite a bit of cards. That's, basically a full reading, telling you about. Did I tell you about your health? Did I go through that yet? Yeah, I did, because it's here. Easy does it. Easy does it, Lance. Slow down just a little bit. Everything's gonna work out just fine for you. You have no worries. They do want you to take it easy here a little bit. Kind of give yourself a little break there, because this is not going nowhere. No matter what you do, no matter where you go, this thing that you're doing is not going nowhere. It's just gonna blow up. It's gonna blow up. It's gonna happen within the, as I was telling you before I even started pulling any type of cards, Lance. I was telling you, you can go back to this video to the beginning of what I was what I was receiving from the messages, that this, whatever this, your baby, that this is your baby, and what you're doing right now is just basically practicing on it when it blows up. Be careful. They were warning, be careful of those who come in that are egotistic, and you have to kind of like, um, calm them down, and teach them how to talk and be diplomatic with one another. You'll get that down pack. You'll be able to identify it before it even starts, and you'll be able to stop it. That's how high of an energy level that your angel guides are going to give you. Don't worry about decisions to make. When it comes to a decision, make that decision, because they're saying that decision, whatever you make, is going to come out good. It's going to be for the better. It's going to be for whatever you want it to be. Follow your intuition, follow your first instincts, because that's what's going to happen. You're going to be guided. Like I said, there's somebody from the other side that's watching over you, and they are going to make sure that you're going to be happy in this world. They're going to make sure that you're going to, your business is going to expand. Right now you're just at teaching level. As far as the spirit guides are concerned, you're just practicing for what's to come, and it's going to blow up, Lance. It's going to be something really, really big. And As I talked to you today earlier when you called, I was preparing myself for this because they put it on my heart to do this for you, as an appreciation and love that I feel for you. And I'm so connected to you. I feel very connected. Um, on a spiritual level, I feel very connected to you. I feel like, I want to be some kind of influence, positive influence in your life by doing this for you, to let you know that everything's going to be okay. If there's certain things on your mind, the angels got your back here. There's somebody on the other side spiritually working in your favor. So whatever it is you want to do, they're saying do it. Make up your mind about it. Don't get stagnant. Don't think that you're stuck in something that you really don't even want to be involved with. It's this baby that you're working on right now. That's the gift. That's your purpose. I see television or radio host station that's going to be worldwide. You're going to talk to people all over the world. This thing is going to explode, Lance. So what you're doing right now is nothing. Basically, what the angels are telling me is just practicing for what you're going to be doing worldwide. With a lot of people, a lot of prominent people, also even people without prominent. You're just going to be wide open with everything. You're going to be wide open. Everybody's going to be accepted, but they're warning just to watch out for those. I think people that can be a little egotistic on your show because you're so open. They may kind of like try to take over your show, but you're learning as things are going on right now. Like I said, this is just practice period right now, because it's going to really take off, and you're learning how to deal with those type of people. Actually, you're going to have discernment and be able to pick them out and let them know beforehand, look, this is not going to be an argument session. I'm not having arguments or and back and forth and this here ego type thing here. Everybody be able to speak their mind, be free about it, but talk to each other in a dignified way, to where and where it comes out positive. Where it comes out positive. You're going to have quite a few of those incidents, but like I said, as time goes on with your practice and how you're doing it, you'll be able to identify before you even get the show started, and you're going to get them all straight before all that happens. So you're doing very well, Lance. There's going to be no problems, except a couple of things here about making up your mind about what you want to do, and make and what you want to stay and what you want to let go of. And it's going to be one or the other, and you definitely are going to have the support of the world. You're going to have that support of the world. You're going to have the world's attention, and you're going to be teaching. You're going to be listening, and you're going to be teaching. They're saying go now, do it now. Nurture yourself. Don't forget about yourself. Nurture yourself. Be the green man and get out there with the flowers and the trees and the birds and the water. Take your pen and paper or your phone and record, because they're going to be talking to you. Nature's going to talk to you, and they're going to give you big bright ideas that no other has ever heard of. And this is what's going to put you on blast. This is going to put you out there really, really. It's coming fast. It's coming within, what did they say, the next few weeks. So, and they do want you to take it easy before this starts. Like I said earlier, you might take some kind of vacation, which would be good for you to do at this time before this thing starts really taking off for you. Give yourself a vacation before that happens, okay? And like I said, your wife, everybody seems to be is supportive of you. You two are work together very well. I see you helping her doing something with her, what she's doing, but I don't think she wants to be on camera. I really don't. But she's gonna be involved in this some kind of way. Maybe her own cookbook that you might inspire her to do. Something of that nature is going to be called upon for her to do, because it's going to be able to help others in their nutrition, the way they should eat, um, things that, things that people need to be aware of, to eat more healthier so they can be a healthier person, and so their vibrations can be higher too, because your spirit is calling on certain type of foods that you should eat and certain type of foods that you shouldn't eat. And I think she's going to be a part of that. I think she's going to have a book out there coming. That's what I'm hearing, a book or something that she's going to be having out there. So good luck to you, Lance. Everything looks really, really good. I'm glad to be able to do this reading for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it resonated with you. Like I said, I'm just the messenger. A lot of it resonated with you, with your angel guides that are speaking to you through the cards, and this is how I do my thing. So it all ends up positive for you. Everything looks very, very good. Just remember to nurture yourself. Slow down just a little bit and give you a little bit of vacation time to yourself. Make up your mind what you want to do. Whatever you want to do, you're going to be fine. Follow your instincts, because the first instinct you have, that's your prize. That's the winner. And your purpose in life is teaching people, just like what you're doing now. Okay? I love you, Lance. I love your wife. I haven't met her or anything at all, but I love what she's doing. And if you love her, I love her. And she's going to stand behind you throughout this whole thing. Very, very supportive. You two were meant to be together. Very much meant to be together. You're going to be together for a long time. That's what I'm feeling here. A long time. Uh, 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 Togetherness here. I feel that a lot. I feel there's some other family members around too. I don't know. It has something to do with this forgiveness, or something happened. Not quite sure what that means. Only you know that. You get with this forgiveness type thing. I don't know what, they're not really telling me what that is, but you do know. You already know what that is. So that's for you to go with that. And with that said, love is all there is, and love is all there ever be. um, and if anybody else out there would like a personal reading, you can go to my website, which is simplylove06.wix, wix.com/love. You can also catch me on Facebook. And you can, which is will be in the link in the description, and I'll leave my phone number, how you can get in touch with me through phone if you like your own personal private reading out there. um I'm also on Skype. On my website, I have a Skype button. All you have to do is press that. And for those who are out of the country, and we don't not able to have long distance, you can do Skype. I have a button on my website. Just press the button, and you'll be able to get in contact with me, and just add me on as a contact, and we can talk to each other if you're out of the country or you're unable to make those calls. Okay? And you also can download a app called Viber. V as in Victor, IBER. That's another one. It's something like Skype, about the same thing. You have to be connected in order to talk to each other for free. Okay? So Lance, thank you so much, and I'm so happy for you, and congratulations ahead of time. I'm sending all my love to you and your entire family. Keep on doing what you're doing, because you're going places. You're going places. It's going to be really, really big for you, and I'm so happy to have delivered that message to you. I thank God and his angels for giving me those messages to give to you, because I believe you needed to hear that. I really do. And I'm looking forward to being on your show soon. Okay? Love you, Lance. Love your family. Tell everybody I said hello, and congratulations to you ahead of time. And this is Simply Love signing out. Bye bye.